Hello everyone. These days we are discussing the human diagrams. We have already studied about the use case. Then in the previous session we discussed about the class diagram, right? And today we are going to discuss about the object diagram. So we know that use case means an actor can use so and so cases. Class means normally we refer class means group of objects with the same properties and methods. Value can be differ, but all share the same properties and same methods that we call the class. So if there is a class means there are objects, right? Objects must be there. So in this session we will discuss that how to draw the object diagram. So after use case it is clear how to draw the class diagram, and from the class identify the object and draw the object diagram. So let's start it. So the very first thing, what is object? We all know that object is nothing but an instance of the class, right? It's very easy and everyone knows this thing because we have already learned about the OOPS concept and everything, so we know the object. So object is nothing but an instance of the class. For example, if I say that fruit is a class, if fruit is a class, then of course mango, then banana, all the fruits are the objects, right? So this is just an introduction. Now object diagram, how to draw the object diagram. When we draw any diagram we require elements, right? Just like in use case we have actor, then oval shape for the case, then some lines to show the relationship. In a class diagram we have a rectangle which is divided into 3 sections and like that. So in object diagram we use rectangles and the lines. So object diagrams are actually very simple, very easy to create, and when we draw the objects we use rectangle and the lines. We use the lines to link all the objects. So let's see how to draw the object diagram. So here we have one example. So in this example you can see that many rectangle boxes are there, and some text is also there. So first let's understand how to draw the object diagram, and then we will discuss that example. So to draw the object we first draw rectangle. We divide it into 2 portions or 2 sections. First one contains name, second contains attributes with values, And now if I have another object, let's say I have another object, for example this is my another object. In that case I can use the line. I can use line this way to show the connection between to show the relationship between 2 objects. One more thing, when we write the name of the object we need to write, let's say O1 is the name of the object, then dot and the name. Then here we can write all the attributes along with its values. So this is the format. This is the format to draw the object diagram. So let's understand that example. See, here we have the class or the system company. This company may have different departments, right? So my parent class is the company. This company has many child class like department. So department is the child class. It may be possible, so departments, multiple departments, right? So in single company we may have multiple departments, and each department has different objects, right? So here we have created D1. So D1 is the object. D1 is the first object of department. D1 is the first object of department, and this D1 refers to the cells. So the name of D1 is the cells. Name of the object D1 is the cells. Name is the attribute. Similarly, we have another object D2. See, we have a single class called department, right? Department is a single class, and this department contains multiple objects D1, D2, D3, right? Okay, and all have the attribute name, but what is different? The different is their name. So through the name you can identify that okay, R&D is a department and D2 is an object which we use to represent the R&D department, right? So department. Now each department contains people. So person is another class, so there may be more people, right? Person 1, person 2, person 3, and each person have some common attributes, like all have name, yes, all have their ID, yes, all have their title, yes. Okay, so P is the object of class person, right? P is the object of class person. Similarly, we have another class contact information. But we know that in a single company, it might be possible a single contact or the multiple contacts may be there. Like if they have different branches, then contact information may be different. So CI is the object for the contact information, right? And in each contact information I'll have address, pin code, city, country, like that. So this is another object. But here you can see that each class, like company is a class which has subclass, right? Department is connected with each other. See, R&D department is an individual department. It has no any concern with the cells and like that, right? But if I say that cells is a class, so it might be possible that I am talking about the cells within the country or outside the country. So it may have the child class, right? It may have the another. So there is a relation. This department may have a person. So this is again the relationship, right? And this person has the contact information. So here we have this line. So this line indicates the relationship. Again, this is just for the understanding purpose that how to draw the object diagram. Again, this is not the complete object diagram. This is just an example that how you can draw the object diagram, right? So which things you need to keep in mind? First, When you draw the object diagram, first identify the class, right? Wait a minute. First identify the class, that is your superclass or the parent class. This parent class may have multiple child class, right? Multiple child class. It might be possible that further they divided in other subclasses, right? Now your job is to identify the objects. That if I say that this is my class 1, then this class 1 must have one object, OC1, right? And if I say here it's a class 2, then this may have the OC2 object. This is just an example, right? And each object has some properties or the attributes, right? Just mention all the properties along with the values. That all you can display in the object diagram. So how to draw? First you decide or identify your parent class, then all the other classes, and from the classes identify the object. And after that, the last thing is establish the relationship between the objects. What is the relationship of this object with this object, right? This you need to check, right? So this is all about the object diagram. Also you can draw this object diagram for your definition. So that's it for today.